What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Bryan with Exact IT and Cybersecurity. Today we're getting into the Patelco Credit Union hack, breach, cyber attack. We're going to let you know what's going on, who this credit union is, how it's impacting customers, and how one of the nation's largest credit unions fell victim to a cyber attack, being reported as a ransomware attack here early on. We'll get into it in today's video. Before we do, remember to like the video, please subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell when you want to be notified when other companies are dealing with cyber criminals and dealing with their own cyber attacks. So it's being reported that this breach has left nearly 500,000 members without access to their banking services. And we're going to talk about how this is impacting them and what this means for the future of credit unions and banking in terms of this cyber attack, because it's going to change some things, and we're going to talk about it in the video today. So here's what we know so far. Over the weekend, Patelco Credit Union experienced a significant ransomware attack. This attack has caused the complete shutdown of their online banking, their mobile app, direct deposit, transfers, and even debit and credit card transactions. So it's pretty much impacted everything. On social media, Patelco announced the outage early Saturday morning, and members received an email from President and CEO Aaron Mendez explaining that it's a serious security incident. The credit union has engaged top-tier cybersecurity experts to assess and mitigate the situation, but as of right now, there's no estimated time for a full restoration. So that's upsetting a lot of the banking customers that are probably going to watch this video. So if you are a customer of Patelco, we'd love to hear from you down below what you're experiencing, what you're seeing, and maybe if you work there, give us some insight on what you're experiencing on the inside. So who is Patelco? For those who are not familiar, Patelco Credit Union is one of the oldest credit unions in the United States. They were established in 1936 for employees of the former Pacific Telephone and Telegraph Company, now owned by AT&T. They are based in Dublin, California. Patelco is the 27th largest credit union in the country. They have about $9.8 billion in assets and roughly about 455,000 members, or just shy of 500,000 members. They have 37 branches across the Bay Area and Sacramento, and they serve about 1 million accounts across those customers. So how has this impacted the customers of this credit union? The impact on customers has been significant. Members have been unable to access their accounts since this happened on Saturday. They haven't been able to make transfers. They haven't been able to perform any electronic transactions. Debit and credit card functionality is limited, causing major inconveniences, especially with rent and mortgage payments due. Many customers have expressed their frustration on social media, highlighting the lack of communication and the severe disruption in their daily lives. So you have people going to the store, they can't use their debit card, and the bank really isn't communicating with them, and people are out there looking for answers. So again, this is another example, as I say on this channel all the time, of situations where, as a cybersecurity expert, we can look at how a company is handling their response to a cyber attack and see how well they were prepared or not prepared for it. And it looks like, based on what we're seeing here early on, that this company and this credit union really isn't prepared for what they're about to deal with and what's about to come, especially from the customer side of things. It seems like they're getting behind the 8 ball a little bit, so they're kind of in that danger zone that if they don't get out in front of this in the next couple of days, they could find themselves in a lot of trouble. So customers of this credit union are going to see some long-term or unforeseen issues, and I'm going to clue you in on those right here. One of those are, several potential long-term issues, financial losses from delayed transactions. This is going to be, issues that this bank has to deal with, but also individuals. Potential identity theft could be coming down the road for a lot of these banking customers, especially if what we see with most ransomware attacks today is true, which is data is exfiltrated and stolen and in the hands of cyber criminals. Patelco's reputation as a credit union, as a trusted financial entity, is going to take a massive hit, and their reputation is going to be destroyed as a result of this. Customers are going to flee this bank for other banks as soon as they can figure out where their money is and once they get their hands on it. Regulators are going to scrutinize this bank's cybersecurity practices to understand how your whole entire bank could be taken down from one cyber attack. And there's also the ongoing challenge of restoring full services while dealing with this attack, making sure that their customers can get back up and transact. Too many of these incidents are occurring where it is impacting people's ability to pay things like their bills, their mortgages. We saw it with the Crown cyber attack where their employees were told to go take off, and that impact, as soon as people were said, I can't work, I can't pay my bills, this cyber attack took a different twist for them, and we're seeing that here. We see a bunch of people who have money in the bank, but they can't use it, and there can't be, I guess, anything more frustrating than that when something that's rightfully yours, you have no access to right now. So if you're a customer, we'd love to hear from you down below. How frustrating is this for you that you can't access your money right now? But as I mentioned, for the Patelco customers, you need to make sure that you understand that scams are coming. You are going to, there is a whole network of cyber criminals who are going to be out there using the information that they've stolen or using this attack to try to trick you, from both this cyber criminal group that attacked the bank and other cyber criminal groups that are just looking to make money off of the situation. There's going to be text messages, spam messages, all kinds of things, even phone calls sent your way. So you need to be vigilant and make sure that you question everything that comes your way in terms of, giving out any information or anything like that, because these criminals are looking to make a buck off this. So monitor your accounts closely, right, for any unusual activity. Make sure you have your credit report monitored and that file locked at a minimum. Freeze your credit with major bureaus. Don't let anyone use your credit right now, because your Social Security number is probably out there, and there's all kinds of things that these guys can do with the information that they have, especially from this credit union. Change your passwords and use multi-factor authentication on all your financial accounts. So if you use the same password on multiple sites, there's a chance that these hackers now have the password you were using at this credit union. So start getting ahead of the game and start changing passwords elsewhere so you don't get yourself in trouble, because they like to go in and try your username and password combination on different accounts. This is your social media accounts. These are your banking accounts. This is anywhere. Investment accounts, anywhere where you might have sensitive or financial information, email accounts, social media. Like I said, these are all things that cyber criminals like to steal because they can use them in their own scams that they run all over the place. Keep records of any late fees or any fees that you accumulate as a result of this. The bank is more than likely going to have to reimburse you either through their insurance or maybe through a class action lawsuit that you become a part of down the road. That's another long-term ramification that this bank is going to experience. And stay updated through the official releases from this credit union, their communication, their security update page. And be cautious, like I said, of these phishing attempts, these smishing attempts, these voice calls, and any unsolicited communication that comes from anyone saying that they're trying to help you in this situation. Just make sure that you know a lot of these situations, the way it works is that there's official information released through the company, and then customers are then to act upon that information, usually meaning you contact the bank, they don't contact you. So if you get any of these communications, I would highly scrutinize it and maybe bring it to the attention of the bank before you actually do anything with it. So that's where we're at with this breach. I'll make sure to update you as we learn more, how this happened, what cyber criminal group is behind it, as soon as my threat intelligence team figures all this stuff out for you. Again, we appreciate your support. We're heading towards 5,000 subscribers. Never thought that people would be so interested in cybersecurity, but we do appreciate that support. So keep hitting that subscribe button, like these videos, share them out to your friends and family, and remember to hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when we put out content. But in conclusion, the Patelco credit breach is a stark reminder of the importance of cybersecurity. While the investigation's ongoing, it's crucial for all of us to stay vigilant and to take proactive steps to protect our own personal information, because these companies are just not doing it today right now. This is probably the 5th major attack in the last week on major corporations in this country. I think people are starting to see that these big companies have lots of money and lots of profits, and they're not really spending it on cybersecurity like they should. It's time for customers and the governments and the world to hold these companies' feet to the fire. So thank you for joining me in this live discussion today. Please make sure, like I said, to like, subscribe, comment down below. Let us know how you feel about this cyber attack and all these cyber attacks that are going on. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.